Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. This is me, Vinod here, and I'm here to talk about Hyundai IPO today. There's lots of news happening about the IPO, especially since the price crash of the Hyundai in the grey market in India. In late September, the price was 170 rupees, and now it's coming down to 147. There's a drop of 72% in the price band. And despite this fall, the grey market suggests there's a 7% margin to be made with the upper price at 1,960. Right, so the price has been dropping from 570 to 360 and 147 recently. So what is this? What do we do all this information as an investor? We are value investors in this channel. As always, I keep saying this repeatedly, so we don't do speculation to start with. And now let's talk about the IPO and Hyundai itself. All of you know where Hyundai is from. It's a Korean company. It's a car manufacturer in India. But in Korea, they do more than just cars. They're huge conglomerate. They do lots of things: shipping, building, construction, electronics. They're in a lot of things. And in India, they make cars. And we know this because their presence in India for over a decade or more. They've been here selling cars. And of course, everyone remembers Shah Rukh Khan and the Zing thing, Santro, way back then. Right. So they have a big brand loyalty in India. It's a favored brand in India. Without the Korean arm itself, in India, they're recognized as an Indian brand, and their car sales are there to prove that as a matter of fact. Until recently, till Tata Motors stepped in and started aggressively coming into the car market, they were considered second in line to Maruti Suzuki. So these are all the happy stuff, the highlights, which we always talk about. Now, specifically talking about the IPO. First of all, I do not promote doing this arbitrage or this trading thing, which a lot of you look at in IPO, which is subscribe to the IPO, then try to sell it for a profit within a window of a month or two, hold on for a while, and then drop it as soon as the allotment comes. If you're looking for that kind of information, I don't provide that and I don't subscribe to that. Even in the case of the Bajaj IPO, which happened, those of you who did apply for it and were lucky to get allotted, my advice to you was to hold on to it, because you will never be able to buy that Bajaj at that price ever again. And in the long term, it will unlock amazing value for you. Now, flip of it, when it comes to Hyundai. Hyundai, if you are interested in buying Hyundai, I would suggest that you look at Hyundai in the Korean market itself, where it's being traded at a discount. When I say a discount, I mean price to earnings. If you look at it, Hyundai in Korean market is available at a steal compared to what they're trying to launch it here at. And looking at the way the IPO is structured here in India and the Indian markets being so overvalued, and currently anybody and everybody who's putting an IPO, they seems to be getting stellar valuations. We have seen this where Anand's also spoken about different companies where it was being completely blown out of water in terms of valuation. I would tell you to tread very cautiously when you're looking at this. If you are interested in automotive market and you're interested in subscribing to companies in the auto sector, there are plenty of companies which are at very decent value if you're looking at it. Case in point is Tata Motors, which are trading at amazing values right now. So that is something for you to take into consideration if you want. So why is the question next? If this is all true, then why is Hyundai launching an IPO in India? If all what you say is true, and why are they doing this? Well, you have to see it from Hyundai's point of view. They have built a strong brand in India over decades. 1. 2. The Indian market is becoming extremely competitive where they are sitting. So point number 2, you see what's happening with Tata Motors. And the Chinese electric cars are coming into India too, BYD. So there you go. So worldwide, they're facing this pressure too. 3, right? Locally speaking, their company is not doing stellar performance in terms of stock market valuations in Korea. So that's point number 3. So they would like to take an Indian market is completely overvalued, and every IPO seems to be going up to the roof in India. So that's point number 4. So they see an opportunity here where Indian investors are willing to pay a premium, and the brand Korean parent company seems to be looking at an opportunity to take some money back home. This is the case in point with something like Hindustan Unilever, Nestle, and we have spoken about many of these companies. Even British American Tobacco, BAT, famously sold some of its positions in ITC to take some money out for the same reason. So if you had this kind of an opportunity, I would do the same. If I was in Hyundai's position, if I was sitting with Hyundai in Korea and I had an opportunity to unlock some value and take some capital back and deploy that capital elsewhere, I would do the same. So would I be subscribing to this IPO? No, I don't subscribe to these kinds of IPOs. I rather wait to be sold in the market. Then I like to see where the prices and the valuations come. And then if it makes sense in the long term and the numbers add up, then I look at investing into these companies. I do not gamble on this because the kind of money which you will have to fork out and the returns you make, very nominal from me. Even in the case of the Bajaj IPO, I sat and did some calculations. Even if you got all 17 allotments done, we did the calculations there. We saw where the numbers were truly to see profit. If you take short-term capital gains tax and everything else put together, the money which you make, the amount of money you have to spend, it didn't make sense to me. So, remaining part of the video is what are the details of this IPO, which I'll walk you through since we are talking about this IPO in this video. I wanted to get all my opinions out there off my chest initially before I get into the details of the IPO, which we'll end on in this video. So, what are the offer details? Well, the IPO date subscription is from 15th to 17th October, right? Allotment is expected on the 18th. Listing is going to be in the NSE and the BSE, likely on the 22nd of October. So it'll all happen before Diwali. So those of you who are interested, this is the news. Second is they plan to raise 27,000 crores through the offer. They are offering up to 14.2 crore shares, right? The IPO is going to be valuing Hyundai Motors India up to 1.6 lakh crores, right? It is one of the largest stock offerings in India, this IPO, right? The grey market, I did talk about it. The highlights the red herring which they're going on about tom-tomming is that Hyundai Motors India's second largest car maker, that is as of now, right? Behind Maruti Suzuki, like I said, you know what is happening with Tata Motors and the market share, what is happening there. So that picture may change very soon. And it's posted a revenue of 60,000 crores and a profit of 4,653 crores as the highest in the non-listed car makers in the country. The price band, what they're expecting is between 1,860 to 1,960 odd, right? And like I said, in the grey market, you've seen a tremendous crash from 500 odd in September. October, it's already dropped by 72% to 100 odd in the grey market. So that tells you a lot, right? Like I said, I do not hold much value in the grey market, right? It is not any price transparency. But since all of you like all this information, I'm giving it to you. At this current juncture, I am not applying for the IPO myself. Like I explained to you, it's Hyundai, the parent company, is trying to unlock value in India and take some capital back. And if you're really keen on and you like the Hyundai brand, you might as well buy the Korean brand, which is right now trading at a discount in Korea. And how do you buy this? Like I've said many times, you can buy it through the American market. You can buy Hyundai. So this is all the information which I have for you today. And I hope this was of some cognizance and gave you some clarity on why I think you should not be doing this Hyundai IPO. Those of you who do like doing this IPO trade, which is put the lots and see how much you get, then on the day of trade or a week later, sell it for a profit and try to do that. You may try and do that. I don't subscribe to that, like I said earlier. Thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe to this channel. Do turn on the bell notification. Do share this video with friends and family who might like this kind of content. Other than that, nothing else more to say. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be back soon with another one.
Hey guys, welcome back to Be Rich. Before we get into the video, I wanted to bring to your notice that my uncles Vinod Srinivasan, Anand Srinivasan and I have rolled out our Substack, which is basically a blog/newsletter where we're going to post our original research onto it, and we've analyzed macroeconomic trends. And a lot of you know my uncle Anand Srinivasan and I regularly write for The Hindu, and these articles are also going to be made available for you in the Substack. The link is moatinvesting.substack.com. You'll find it in the description and in the video right now. We hope you go check it out. We've put a lot of time and effort into it. And please give us comments and feedback on what you read. Thank you.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.